place where time or space nor exist, yet he was moving just fine.
In Paper Mario,
Granola
Mario is shown moving within an erased space-time, implying that his speed operates independently of time and space, which would qualify for a measurable speed. We know that time and
seconds. He would have had to be pulling at 8.2 times 10 to the 78th power times faster than light.
Okay, that's it. I'm nuking the Earth. Well, as you seen from the beginning of the video, yeah, white space feeds are really annoying to me. And here's the reason why. If you don't know, white space feeds are basically feeds where a character was able to move or walk around in an area that's white space, which is basically an area with no space or time. And a lot of the time, people will really think that when a character is walking around in a white space area, they immediately get immeasurable speed. Which for some characters, it might be the case, but not for every character. So in this video, I want to share my point of view on which characters deserve this feat, and which characters do not deserve this feat, or where the feat should actually go for some of these characters. But before I get started, Mario fans, I heard that from a YouTuber that Mario has a white space feat. For the time being, y'all are safe, but I'm letting you know now, if I find out there's some information about that feat that isn't about immeasurable speed, y'all are getting a get back here. I'm gonna come back around and talk to y'all about that. But for the time being, y'all are safe. With that being said, let's start off with the characters who actually deserve the feat. Starting off with the 4 characters I'm giving this feat that I currently know of will be Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog, Big the Cat, and Wally West, or the Flash. And the reason for my Sonic fans out there, you're probably like, oh, why does none of the other characters have these feet? Well, here's the thing. We're going off of currently they possibly could catch the feat of immeasurable speed, but here's the thing. This video is about white space feet. And at the time of the white space feat, the characters were not able to move in the space freely. What do I mean? Well, in the game Sonic Generations, all the characters get absorbed by the Time Eater, and Time Eater erases all space and time. With only Sonic, Shadow, and Big the Cat, all 3 being the only characters to move within this white space. Robots and Eggman not included because Eggman technically used the tech to be able to be in the white space. And plus, I don't understand how he's able to escape white space later on, but if someone can explain how he did so, please let me know. But anyway, those 3 characters are the only 3, with other characters being trapped in the white space along with the areas and the periods of time, with Sonic being able to free them from being stuck in time. So that's why I'm only giving those 3 characters the white space feat. And as for Wally West, well, him and he were trying to run away from Black Flash, which is the embodiment of death for all Flashes, and he ran to the end of time. Black Flash himself could have made on this list, but since he's bound to the concept of death, since he is literally death for Flashes, he's still bounded to time. But if it wasn't the case, he definitely would be on this list. Well, anyway, for that's all the characters I feel deserve it. But if you have any other characters you feel like that deserve it, that actually can prove that they deserve the white space feat, let me know. But here are some of the characters that I've heard that have white space feat that I feel like shouldn't deserve the speed feat for it. We're starting off with Spongebob. Now you're probably wondering, when has a Spongebob fan ever said that his white space feat was speed? Well, it wasn't more so a SpongeBob fan, but more so me calling out Death Battle for using it in his analysis for SpongeBob versus I think Aquaman. But because they used that feat of him unraveling the universe as SpongeBob's speed feat, which for me felt definitely wrong, because it's like that's more so of a Toon Force feat, and it's more so, you can say it for a lot of Looney Tunes characters. Like, for example, there's Popeye the Sailor Man, who himself was able to exist in a white space because God turned off the universe and he was still standing there. But I wouldn't say it's speed, more so their Toon Force. And in a lot of cases, I think Death Battle do get confused sometimes when the character's like, oh, they stand in a white space feat. it's White Space, so it immediately goes to speed. The problem here is that it's more so how strong their Toon Force is. Because, you know, like they said in, I think, Wild Coyote versus Tomcat, that this, you know, everybody's Toon Force is a little different. In my opinion, I agree with it. So in my case, I feel like White Space Feet should not count the speed, but more so their Toon Force, or how strong it is. Because most definitely, SpongeBob's Toon Force is hella strong. So most definitely it should count for his Toon Force. And last but not least, last character I wanted to put on this list who has a White Space Feat that people get confused about, Goku. And before my Dragon Ball fans start going crazy like, oh, Goku is definitely fast, he most definitely deserves the immeasurable speed, hear me out. I'm not saying that Goku doesn't deserve immeasurable speed, because there are probably instances where you can prove that he can most definitely move faster than that. And with hell, even with his feet with him being able to bypass hits, time skip, I probably would give it to him easily. But here's the thing. That White Space Feat is, in my opinion, isn't really more to speed, but I feel like there's something else. But what would it be? Well, to explain where I would put it, I would have to go to Xenoverse 2. Confused? Let me explain. Well, in Xenoverse 2, you know, if you play the game actually goes through time, with your character being able to restore time and all. And if you bought one of the DLCs has to do with a character named Food. And Food explicitly goes through messing with time on purpose to absorb the energy that comes from a messed up timeline. And one of the instances of that is when he goes mess up with Goku and Vegeta turning Super Saiyan Blue. I'm guessing that by now, a lot of Dragon Ball fans probably catching on to what I'm trying to say here. And if you don't, let me explain even further. In this time for Dragon Ball, Frieza, it was right before the revival of Frieza. And at that time, Goku and Vegeta were both training with Whis in an area that is a white space that has some distorted energy. With the issue being that you couldn't move in that space until you were able to control your ki. And even Supreme Kai Time and Supreme Kai himself both say that you have to be able to control your ki in order to move in that space. And being that it is a white space, similar to the white space of when Zeno deleted Future Trunks' timeline, I say that, in my opinion, that the white space feat should more definitely go to his ki control. Am I saying that Goku definitely didn't have some speed when using that? No, definitely. But you gotta keep in mind that in this time period, Goku was barely moving in the white void or white space when talking to Zeno after he erased the timeline. And Zeno himself, we haven't really seen any speed feats specifically for him, so speed probably wasn't really a big factor in when he was in it too. So, in my opinion, I feel like his speed should go more to ki control. Anyway, that's all I have for the all white space feats that I just wanted to get my 2 cents on. If you want to share your point of view on those white space feats or how you feel about them, go ahead. I want to hear them in the comments. Like I said in my last video, I'm happy to hear anyone's point of view. Just as long as you don't be rude about it, alright? With that being said, I wanted to say thank you all for 275 subscribers. Honestly, the fact that a lot of y'all came in and, said to me after my Sonic point of view is just crazy. Because I didn't expect a lot of views for that. Matter of fact, I didn't even expect a lot of likes, comments, even on the video, because I was expecting more, oh, hey, you're bullying a smaller YouTuber, oh, you're being mean, oh, you're a Sonic fan. I just didn't expect a lot of love and support from that video. Because honestly, I was expecting more of you're just being a bad person. But the fact that I got oh, you did really well in your video, I love the love, there was appreciation on it, it made me really happy. And as y'all saw, I made a lot of changes to my channel and after that video, because I made some realization. I love my channel, but I realized there were certain things I didn't like some aspects about. and I wanted to make a few changes. And as you probably saw from my little description, yeah, my story is coming over back on my channel. For those who were probably here from the beginning, for the first part of my channel, my story was originally on this channel, and it was great and all, but I decided to move it to a different channel. Then I decided to move it to Tapis.io, but then I realized that I wasn't really maintaining my story at all. So I decided that I'm gonna bring it back on my channel. But this time it'll be for shorts and all that. So you'll be seeing a lot of my shorts be of my story if you're into that if you're into action and all that kind of stuff. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your favorite part, your opinions, and let me know what you guys think. Also, again, I want to thank the person who gave me the great idea for doing the short video of A Year of Silver, and I hoped it really lived up to your expectation. With that being said, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.